Good evening. How is everyone doing today? I did not put out a notice of streaming because I forgot. One second, I need to bend that back into place. There we go. Nice and flat. I prefer the flat. Yeah, I forgot. I've been really tired. Today I had off. Today I had no work at all. So I slept most of the day today. I went and found a good cheesesteak place in Philly. So me and my friend Evan from the local makerspace, we decided to catch up, just hang out for a bit. And so we went to this place called Jack's Steaks. And we had a good time. And hey, listen, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Because we didn't do all too much last stream. We got closer to finishing the Switchwire, which it's done now. I decided to finish it off stream, as you can see here. Because there's a few things I want to do. I'm noticing the problem with streaming this build is that there was some mods I wanted to do, and the mod process for designing and developing a new modification to printer is not really interesting to watch live. Because it's a lot of me going to my computer, going back, printing something, going back to the computer, changing the design. My current setup does not allow me to do that, or to allow you guys to watch that process. So for now, we're just not going to worry about that. What I likely will do in the future, when we got our new workshop, is I'll likely set up the stream computer to actually be able to take in both inputs from my actual desktop itself as well as my Mac. So that my Mac can still do all the camera stuff. My actual desktop will do my desktop stuff, and then I can swap between the two, so I can then show you guys the process of, design, development, and deployment. Yeah, but she's fully enclosed now. I've done a pretty cool mod, actually. Let me control the camera here. Let me get you zoomed in as close as I can. So, if you didn't see stuff on YouTube, or not YouTube, Discord. So, okay, whenever I looked at the Switchwire kit, I always thought that the sides here were part of the doors. Because, it looked like this was just a giant clamshell that opened up. It never was. It's just a simple door hinge like that. I have to fold that forward in order to get the other door open. So, yeah, just normal doors like that with side acrylic. That's how it's always been. I don't like the status quo. And akin to me flipping things upside down, I made the doors bigger. Let me get rid of that bottle of Angry Orchard. So yeah, the doors now pop out on both sides like that. The reason I've done that is because this allows me to really get into the tool head and actually get my head in here. Because one problem with the PZ probe is that it keeps swapping to a different mode when printing. So this allows me to really get in here, not feel constrained, and actually modify this further if I want to. I still gotta clean up the wires. I don't really know what to do with these wires. There's really no place to currently route them, so I'll figure something out. But, yeah, so that's a mod I did. This is a simple mod. Essentially, what you do... I might release this, but, there's nothing for me to release, because all I did was I printed more of the hinges, and I added them on the backside. That's all I did. The only thing I changed was this little piece here, which is a half a hinge that has a little lip to clip onto the door, so that you can have that hold the door in place. And then I modified the bottom pieces here to, one second, I gotta undo that. So you can just press it into place here. And then just like that, it works like a normal Switchwire door. So, this is really nice, in my opinion. Because it allows the whole thing to be just a little bit more versatile. And at least for me, it allows me to get in there much easier. Maybe add 1mm foam tape so it press seals. You don't have to. The Prusa Hexel. Let me show you this. Let me move you guys over to that. Nope, other way. So the Prusa Hexel, this isn't close right now. There is a 2mm gap right here. This gets to 40 Celsius no problem, and retains 40 Celsius through the printing process. This does the same. I got thermometers in both of them. This is able to print ABS ASA. In fact, this little thing here was the first ABS print that we did, and this printed great. Like this look, I have to figure out why that's happening. That's a little weird, but like this looks good. I'm happy with this. It was a little bit of a tight fit. So if I pop this out, ooh, can I even pop it out? Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, I can. But that's just ABS shrinkage, and I didn't account for shrinkage. So it's able to print just fine. No major warping. That does slide in. Like that is a tight fit. But, you know, first layer looks great. Absolutely no complaints on that. It's good. Now the one problem is, and this is something we have to work on. But I'm going to work on in my off time. I need to improve a few things. I don't know if it's because of my rod mod. Rod mod, I like that. But it doesn't... The edges of the bed don't work all too well. It peels heavily over here. And I don't really know what to do to fix that. I think what I might do is I might just go back to rigid mounts and just do an ABL. That's what I might do. Just do rigid mounting and do auto bed leveling. And just kind of ignore trying to be as precise as I've tried to be. Because essentially, past the rods, it's unusable. I mean, it's usable, but like warping happens pretty heavily. Where is actually the latest print that I tried that? Did I throw them away? Oh yeah, I threw them out. Oh. Essentially, I printed some positron parts to test its ability. But I threw them out because I tested it and I got my results, and that was it. But like, hey, temp towers look great. I think what's going to happen is that this is going to be a printer that can print functional parts. It's not going to be parts that look pretty, but anything that cannot be seen, I'll use this to print them. That way, some warping won't matter. There's still a lot I need to work on this, and there's a lot that I will work on this. For now, it's a good little printer. Again, I'm really happy with it. Like, PLA, phenomenal. Here is, I printed these in PLA first. They look phenomenal. Yeah, definitely need to do a heat soak macro. A macro I did do, I'll show you guys real quick. So let's home it. So I found a company that makes the little silicone scrubbers for Bamboo A1s. I just found these on Amazon. So it's not from Bamboo, but it is the same style scrubber. These are cheap. There's like $5. I just have a pack of them. I put one on the very back so that before... So what I do is I home the nozzle, so it taps in the middle of the bed, and then it heats up, and here's the macro. What does it do? Did it error? I mean, I could just start a print and show you guys. Yeah, I think it errored. Here, let me unload the filament. Let's put in some PLA and then I'll show you. But yeah, essentially before it starts a print, every time it homes itself, it moves up, moves to the back, scrubs, and then homes one more time to make sure that Z is 0. And it's gotten to the point where I can hit print and walk away, and the only time it fails is if for whatever reason the PZ probe triggers before it actually touches the bed. Which, if I see that error, I just go check the toolhead, make sure it's set to the correct mode, and then run it again. Pretty straightforward. It's able to do PTG. It's able to do ABS, ASA. It's been able to do everything I've thrown at so far. But, again, the caveat being, the middle of the bed is the most accurate. Yeah, I love this shirt. I got it from, Alan Mandic, posted where to get it. Completely irrelevant now. This shirt is now the least relevant shirt I own. Oh, you made it right. I love it. I forgot. Did I order it from you? Or someone else? I hope I ordered it from you. I don't really remember the store I got it from. I just followed the link that Alan posted and bought it. So whatever link. Okay, hell yeah. I'm glad I was able to support you, man. I love this thing. I wore this on the first day to Printed Solid. I wore it on my first day. I wasn't intending to wear it on my first day, but it arrived the day before, and I'm like, well, now I just have to. I don't have to wear a uniform, so I'm gonna wear this shirt. It was great. Everyone loved it. But now it's public domain, so it is still a Oh, feel free to make a positron version of your CAD shirt. Of course, we ask that you donate, because that does help, but you're welcome to do so. I don't mind. We have our own version of our CAD shirts. The only caveat, the only thing I ask people not to do is do not make a shirt that just has the positron logo over, like, the heart. Because that is something that we use to identify, that is something we do to identify who is staff. So that helps us identify who's staff at events. So that is the only caveat I have with people making positron stuff, is make sure you do not do that, because that will cause confusion at conventions. Because we're always like, oh yeah, look for the guy with the positron logo on his heart. That's part of the team. So that's the only caveat. We do sell our own CAD shirts, but I'm not making any more. And like we had one that was really cool that I think Alan has, which is it's the hot end broken out. But Printful, which is our dropshipper, doesn't like the file I uploaded now for some reason. Like it was fine before, but now it's a problem because it's too big. It's like, what? And I don't really want to make it worse. So, But yeah, no. If you want to make positron shirts, go ahead. There's probably, as someone who's only made it once and has never done it before, you probably could do a better job than I could. And that would be awesome. What am I doing with these? I guess these are trash now that, like, literally all of the ones that I have now have ABS ones, so I'm tossing these. I printed them out at PLA to just make sure that this thing worked, but now, you know, it's fine, so. Same thing with these. These are PTG hinges I printed on it, but then I printed PGG hinges of these on my Mark IV. Actually, no, these are from the Mark IV. These are phenomenal. I just didn't end up using these, so I guess I'll toss these because I don't need them. Unless I want to make this part hinge up, but then that's just overcomplicating things. I could do that, but I'm not going to. At some point, you have to decide enough is enough. And I think that's the point where I'm gonna just draw the line. Gullwing. That's the name. I've been trying to figure out what to call this mod. I thought of cantina doors or Katarina doors or bifold doors or you know, butterfly doors. It's gullwing doors. Wait, no, it's not. Fuck! Gullwing go up. Damn it, no, what is this door type? I've been trying to... I know this has a specific name. Don't know what it is. And I can't find it. Because bifold doors are ones that slide and folds. These aren't bifold. They're technically bifold, but they're not bifold. And those are the same things like Katarina doors or whatever it's called. And it's just like... I don't want to release it under a stupid name I make up. Just to be told, actually, this paper door. I'm like, I just want to call it the right name, man. Like, that's all I want. PTG because my go-to for things that don't need full ABS treatment. Agreed. Like, I figured, look, this thing can print PETG without the enclosure. The parts for the enclosure just need to be PETG because they're not under stress. They're not under anything weird. So I just did it in PETG. All of these parts are in PETG, including these new light bars I created. So okay, there are enough things that I changed in order to release this. I guess I will release this. The Switchwire modding community is very small, and I seem to be one of the active members. I don't think I'm gonna apply for an official serial tag though, because I have this one, Meldio. Which, hey, now that it's done, let's figure out where to put this. 24111300322. Pretty happy with that. I don't know where to put it though. Where should I put it? Do I put it on the acrylic? What if I want to replace the acrylic in time? What do I do then? Do I put it on the plastic part? Same question though. What if I want to replace the plastic part? Do I put it on the metal frame? I mean, actually, yeah, that's probably the best place to put it, the metal frame. Because I don't think I'm going to be replacing that anytime soon. Where should I put it, chat? Does this even have adhesive on it? I don't think it does. No, it doesn't. I'm supposed to use the VHB tape. Okay, well, okay. If I use VHB tape, then I can put it wherever I want and then take it off later. I thought this had, like, adhesive on it directly. Bifold door? I thought about that, but, like, it's not technically correct. I don't know, man. Also, look how much VHB tape I have left. That's it. LDO gives you plenty of extra. I've used all the extra on the mod, which, hey, you know what that means? That means you can do this very easily with all the material you have, which is my favorite kind of mod. My favorite kind of mod is a mod that you can print on the machine that you're modding and use all the materials that come in the kit. That is my favorite type of mod. It is what we do with Positron. With Positron, whenever we design a mod or an upgrade, we try to use explicitly what is in the kit. We try not to add in, third-party stuff or, additional materials you have to buy, because then you could just use the kit you already bought to not only make it, but add it. So that's the one design restriction we have at Positron. It is use what's in the kit first. If we have to do anything that's outside the kit, then it needs a reason that is like good enough to not use what's in the kit. It's kind of like the Prusa method of designing stuff. We want to make sure people can actually do it without having to buy new stuff. I mean, hey, if you could do a MK4S upgrade without buying anything new, that'd be amazing. Improve your printer significantly by just printing parts with your printer. That is literally rep wrap. So that's kind of a hard design limit that I try to implement to everything I do. And look at that. That is it. It's the last piece of VHB. So I guess since this is VHB, I'll put it on the front. For my Trident, LDO had a skirt piece that held the metal plaque with the serial on it. I don't know if this has that, but I'm going to put it on there anyway. I can put it on the inside. I'll be fine there. Only my hands were not, So, also, if I burp, it's going to happen. I apologize. The cheesesteak is, it's not a friendly thing to eat. Like, oh my god, it's delicious, but, clogs your arteries, clogs your entire digestive system. It's just, it wreaks havoc, man. But it's so good. It's like cotton candy. Cotton candy tastes delicious. It's not good for you. Oh god, it's terrible for you, but it tastes delicious. We do that constantly to ourselves. We eat things that are definitely not good for us, but taste amazing. There we go. Yeah, I think right in the front. Yeah, right there. No, that's covering up a screw hole. Just the right. Right there. And there we go. LDO switchwire kit. Probably one of the last switchwire kits. Whiz Wit, of course. What do you think I am? Fucking chump. Get a Whiz Wit. Whiz Wit with bell peppers. No, not bell peppers. Banana peppers. I love banana peppers. Whiz Wit with banana peppers. That's what you get. Right, my thing's not there. Another thing that we have coming up. We're going to be working with. We are going to be working with the Cookie Cat folk, and we're going to be helping them build their positron. At the same time, we are going to build our own. So that's going to be fun. That's going to be cool. 1 second, as I swap filament here. Ooh, well, that's interesting. Okay, so I feel like this might be a good PSA real quick, because I just discovered this. Okay, so this is a Cookie Cat spool. Oh, maybe it's just a problem with it being warmed? Okay, so this is what a Cookie Cat spool should look like. Nice and clear, right? This was in a filament dryer. So it's definitely off-colored. That's interesting. It looks like cooling down is bringing it back to normal. Be mindful of that. I don't know if that actually is harming this. I'm gonna tell the Cookie Cat folk about this. I'm not sure if they know. But yeah, so the one cool thing about this this setup is that I can actually actively, unlike my other two setups here, so let's see, the Mark IV and the XL, the filament spools stay on the outside. With this, I can actually put the filament dryer on the right-hand side, and it just dries the filament as I print. So for small parts that need to be made of exotic material, this may become my default. Not large parts. Large parts are going to stay with the XL, because the XL is my superior printer. But, yeah. Okay. Filament, right. Well, let's turn off this dryer now that it's not drying any filament. Massive shout out to Ibos. I love their filament dryers. Ibos filament dryers let you just leave them on, like, for an indefinite period of time, which is awesome, in my opinion. All filament dryers should be able to be set for an indefinite period of time. You shouldn't leave them on indefinitely, but the ability to, like, not have a time limit is nice, because then you could just, you know, let it run. Imagine a spool that changes color if you heat it too much. That would be interesting. Just the spool, not the actual filament itself, just the spool. Also, hello, Sebas. Welcome. We're just cleaning up a bit here. Do I need this? No. It's nice that they give me a serial number on a sticker, though, but I'm going to be throwing it out because I have it on the metal piece. I printed with Elixir today. Check this out. I love Elixir so much. It's so pretty. Oh my god. And hey, we're going to be doing a giveaway later. I meant to do it this weekend, but I didn't. So we're going to be doing a giveaway later where you can get a chance to win some Jessie filament, including Elixir. Look at this. Look how shiny this is. Yeah. Look, I just wanted to find a really cool dragon, so I found this. Now, so here's what I wanted to do. I always slice my own files. Always slice my own files. And I'm going to say, after this experience, slice your own damn files. I wanted to try, you know, just taking a file that was already sliced from printables and just sending it to my Mark IV and to my XL. It worked out nicely, because I just kind of loaded the filament, told them to print, and they printed. But this thing came with so many tree supports that it was an entire forest that I had to get rid of. Definitely could have done better with the supports, in my opinion. But printed this on the XL, just, you know, nice little baby blue to go with the blue elixir. And it looks cool. And yeah, Earth Dragon. I only had blue elixir. I wanted to print the skull of an elixir, so it's whatever. But I loved it. It looks cool. And then I tried that again with, you know, just a stupid little fidget file, which I need to make this smaller because it's not big, and it's too big for my hands. My hands are small. But nice little fidget on the XL. Yay. Can never have too many fidget toys. And I do love this matte blue from Polymaker. Nice, has a nice texture to it. Makes my tism happy. Okay, we're just gonna be cleaning up here, and then once we're cleaned up, we're gonna bring out the Mark 4S. Go over a mod I did for the Mark 4S, or sorry, for the Mark IV, and then we'll be actually doing the upgrade. And what I can actually and legitimately say, all these other YouTubers, they can say that they're professional 3D printer or whatever. They can say that. That's all good and fun. They can never say they were trained. Professionally trained. So, today, you guys are going to be able to get to see me, someone who's professionally trained to work on Prusa machines, work on a Prusa machine. I'll be able to answer questions you may have about why they did this, why they did that, and etc., etc. So, if you have any questions about it, I might be able to tell you. I may not be able to tell you. Let me be clear on that. I may not know. But if I do know, I'll share it if I'm allowed to. Because why not? The pursuit of knowledge is fun. Ow. Just scratched myself with my spool holder. Alright, let's bring this over here. I'm gonna just dump all the stuff into a box and then sort through all of it later. ELA is not good for stuff like this. Come back from building Mark 4S, then you relax, you build Mark 4S, right? Oh man, work's so tough. Been building so many Mark 4s. So I'm gonna come home, I'm gonna relax, and I'm gonna build a Mark 4. You know what we should start bringing back? So we get stickers with like every component we buy. We should start bringing back like the computer trend of putting on the stickers, like little square stickers, not like big fancy ones like this, but little square stickers that say like what you got inside it. We should bring that back, like Clipper inside. Hashtag Clipper inside. So I made that sticker. But because I didn't get permission from either Intel nor the Clipper folk, I just made a very small collection of stickers and gave them out to friends. Dude, I don't know where. I got so much stuff on this desk I don't have a home for. Oh, right. I was going to show you guys what this does. One sec. Let me actually load up the film. I'm going to print something out of PLA that is going to get thrown away. But, you know. The other cool thing I did, so Steve made these side connectors, which are really nice for filament. I need to add a filament runout sensor, which I purchased that, so that'll be another mod we add to this, is a filament runout sensor. Okay, load filament. Yeah. We'll be doing a color swap on the Mark IV at some point. My foreign doors are being in the process. Sticker bombs need more stickers. Hell yeah. Sticker bombing is fun. I do it. So the only time I sticker bomb something is when I scratch it. Sticker bombing for me is a method to hide damage. So like, I like to keep things pristine for as long as I possibly can, but as soon as it gets damaged in any way, shape, or form, you know, I give up on keeping it pristine and I just start sticker bombing it. M3x12 wafer. It goes here, I think. That should be enough space to work on a Mark 4S, right? And I'm missing some stuff here. Okay. Here are the things I was missing. Here, let me step out of the way so you can see it. Alright, this is just loading filament. This doesn't do anything fancy. I learned a lot about G-code. I learned a lot about Clipper. I'm going to be doing a lot of cooler stuff. Hey, Nitro! Welcome! How are you doing today? We are just getting things organized to get started working on the Mark IV upgrade. Let me go get that box. So, if you've never done a Prusa upgrade, they're actually really easy. They are really easy to do. So easy, in fact, what we do at Printed Solid is we have Mark IV kits. Obviously, no one's buying Mark IV kits anymore. People are buying the Mark 4Ss. But what we do is because Prusa sells these upgrade boxes, we just get these in bulk. Not these specific boxes, but all the parts that go inside these. And we take these kits and we actually build the Mark 4S from scratch using a Mark IV DIY kit and one of these to then make a Mark 4S. This way we go through the stock Mark 4s that we have. We no longer sell the Mark 4s, and then we just sell the Mark 4Ss. This way we bring our old stock to new stock, and it's great. I already did one thing. So my Mark IV had been out of commission for a while because the Y belt had sagged. And I needed to swap it out for the PCCF part. So I already did that. Because it was a 2-minute upgrade. But we're going to do the rest tonight. Go ahead and turn this off. Alright. Are you loaded? Yes. Yes, you are. Yeah, that looks like... Yeah, that's good. Alright. So let's go ahead and... tell it to print. Let's see. Which one of these is out of PLA? All PTG. Let's do the Benchy. So, yeah, it's going to go heat up. I'm so happy I finally got the ADXL working on this. ADXL and the Konomi. Let me zoom in real quick. Let me switch to my 3D channel. I mean, yeah, you can watch me 3D. I don't know. Can you? There we go. Still learning my own controls. All right, let me get the Mark IV out of the enclosure while that does its thing. We're also cleaning up drastically. The floor is getting a major overhaul. Oh no, I forgot to unload the filament. Ah, shit. Oh, this is going to take a little bit longer. Oh, well, that gives you guys more time to actually watch the Switchfire. Whew. It looks like you guys didn't hear that burp, thankfully. All right, we're going to go ahead and unload the filament. I'm going to take my hat off. A little too warm in this house for a hat. I wish I could tell it to focus back there. I don't know why it doesn't, but you'll see what it does. 3D printing handbook. Hell yeah. all of our... We don't have these parts. Oh, wait, no. Oh, man, that got bent. Oh. Fasteners, our screen, other junk, that, those, this. I'm going to be able to do this without even looking at the printer. Or without the instructions. If I look at the instructions, I have to give away another spool of Jesse filament. How about that? So if I have to look at the instructions, I have to give away another spool of Jesse filament. I think that's a fair bet. I'll figure that out with David. I'll be like, David, look, I made a promise to my viewers. If I failed to build a Mark 4S without looking at the instructions, I told them I'd give them another spool of filament. Canuck Labs. That makes way too many cantilever printers. There you go. All right. Welcome, man. I, for one, don't have multiple YouTube channels. I just have the one. And I let that infect my feed. Who needs anything ever, right? Oh my god. That's one hell of... Oh, yeah. Mark 4? Alright, here we go. So, it does a quick home. Now, it assumes that there's stuff on the nozzle, so it homes. And now it's heated up. So it should be, like, oozing a bit. But then it goes to the back, it scrubs. And then, now we're going to assume that the nozzle is clean. It's not always clean, but it's clean enough to do a nozzle probe. And then it does a nozzle probe. Just like that. And now, first layer should be perfect. Simple. It's a simple little thing. Because with the nozzle probing, you know, you have to have your nozzle clean. That's why the Prusas, they clean their nozzle before they actually do the probing. So, I'm happy with that. Again, little $5 thing for those. You just search bamboo silicon scrubbers and you'll find them. Little $5 thing that you can get. $5, $10. Depending on how long you're willing to wait for it to arrive. It's great. Okay, let's pull out this filament. So the other thing that this Prusa has is, ooh, hold on. Okay, so I'm gonna have to tell it not to use the CHT nozzle. So the Mark 4S kit comes with the CHT nozzle by default, and the Mark 4S profiles by default are set to use that brass CHT nozzle. I don't care too much for the CHT nozzle. I have an SIC nozzle from Fadus, and those are amazing. So, yeah. Alright. All good for next round. This will be what we use to test it once we're done. Because I love our elixir. I do love this PETG carbon fiber from Sliceworks. This stuff is so good. This stuff looks amazing when printed. It's perfectly matte, man. You don't see any of the layer lines. It just looks so good. And it's PETG, carbon fiber, so it's strong too. There's a few parts in this printer now made out of that. I only have one of that too. 10 subs 3D printing it on an 82. So one sub, probably myself. These nozzles are SIC. The Fadus ones are SIC. Actually, here, let me go grab the recent shipment of SIC nozzles that I got. So Fadus have been absolutely amazing. I need to talk about them more because they're sponsors of this channel, and I do not give them enough publicity on here. So they sponsor our nozzles, or at least somewhat sponsor our nozzles. If I ask for nozzles, they haven't said no yet. So we got a recent care package for them. I am part of their beta program. That is the one thing I can say. So there's sometimes I work on I will be testing beta stuff, and I may not be able to tell you. So if I say, you know, hey, you know, I can't really talk about the nozzle I'm running on this, or, you know, something like that, It's probably because either I'm doing something for Prusa or I'm doing something for Fadus. Yeah, they just sent us 3 SIC nozzles for our XL, so we can make our XL fully tungsten carbide. So, yeah. Thank you, Fadus, for this. These things are awesome. They're 30 bucks. They're 30 bucks a piece. These are amazingly cheap, like, just silicon carbide. If you need, on your Prusas, if you need something that is abrasive resistant, the SIC nozzles are great. I love these things. I love them so much. Oh, I got a pen. I got a Fadus pen. Ooh, let's open this. They also always send me these little care packages, so I have a ton of Fadus stickers. I may just email them and be like, hey, send me like a crap ton. Welcome, Tech Jeeper. How do I open this? Normally they have a little flap, but this one doesn't have a flap. Yesterday I was intending to stream. I ended up not streaming because I took a day off from projects and responsibility. Subway. I still worked on the switch wire in the morning. But I just relaxed. I haven't played any video games in a while, so I recently picked up The Sims 2 Legacy Edition. They just re-released it on Steam. So I've been replaying The Sims, and oh my god. I miss that game. That game is so fun. It's a shame that it's become so expensive, but if you want, for like 30 bucks, I think, you can get The Sims 2 with all of its content packs right now. Which, honestly, The Sims 2 is peak. Yeah, I got a little Fadus pen. I don't know why. It looks like you could swap out these letters. Yeah, a little Fadus pen. Oh, 1 second. Hey Google, set lights to white. I forgot these are not set to white. They're set. There we go. Now you should be able to see that a little bit better. Or not. I guess not. Whatever. Fadus always sends me fun stuff. I love their sticker packs. I love it so much. Thank you, Fadus. Ladies and gentlemen, please make sure to check out the Fadus SIC nozzles. Those things are great. And they got other stuff coming down the pipeline. All right, let's put this over here. Well, I'm not doing a nozzle swap, so actually I don't need my nozzle tool. Thought I would have to. Because again, we're sticking with the silicon carbide because I want my Mark IV to continue to be able to do abrasives. And if I swapped to another nozzle, wouldn't be able to do that. Okay. Take out these, because I used the... If you ever do the Prusa enclosure, which I don't know why you would, if you have a Mark IV, you could get the upgrade for the Core 1 for the same price. I printed the filament spool holder on both sides so that I can have 2 spools in here. Just a little nice thing. Alright, so the one mod I did to this, I'll share right away. So the Prusa enclosure, they have, oh, I forgot to unplug it. They have this quick disconnect mod you can do so that the power supply is actually external the case, and you can just reach in and unplug it. Here's the problem with that. It's awesome, but then the screen unit is not detachable. So what I've done is I've just left the side case open so that I can just pull off the LCD cable. And oh, it already disconnected. I added a... Where is it? Oh, it's over there. Unplugged. I added... So the screen is meant to be grounded. So I added a little butt connector so that you can just unplug it. Okay. Here we are. What is this? What is a stealth burn tool head, and how do you get one? Yes, so Stealth Burner is the latest toolhead for Vorons. Every LDO kit comes with all the parts you need to do a Stealth Burner. So if you want to do a Stealth Burner, you already got everything you need to do. And it is the default toolhead for Vorons. So if you get a printed parts kit, it also has everything you need for it. Yeah. Really not much else to say on that. Alright, so here's our Mark IV. Go ahead and move to this view here. Hello. Hold the top camera. Yeah, ignore pile of trash that I plan on cleaning up. Oh, the camera's not gonna. Oh, sorry. Yeah, what screen that I use? Yeah, the Kinomi. The Kinomi works with stealth burners. You have to make sure you have a 5-volt line though, to actually power the Kinomi. Because if you don't, then you're gonna burn it out. What's it called? The application of Elgato Camera Hub is not open anymore. Neat. Okay. So let's see here. Oh shit. Do I have to do that? Oh man. They gave me... Okay, yeah. I got a new Wi-Fi card. I guess they gave me a new NFC card too. Let's see. Yeah, so the screen I have on my toolhead is the Kinomi. It's just a tiny little screen. I love it. It looks nice. It's not needed at all, but I like it. Oh man, this is gonna be pretty involved, isn't it? I didn't realize how much of the toolhead we'd actually be dismantling. Should I upgrade the screen? I'll figure that out. Because upgrading the screen is a bit more of an involved process currently. Because of where it currently is. I should only need this. Shouldn't need anything else for this mod. This and some Torx bits. Okay. So let's look at our printed parts that we have. Okay, so I don't have the top parts. So Mark 4S's have these parts swapped with black instead of orange. So that's one way you can tell the difference between them. I do not have them. That's fine. You don't need them. It's just aesthetics. But we do have to take this apart. So we're going to go ahead and do that. This is trash. We get new parts for it entirely. Let's see. This, I believe, is also trash. Let's see here. Let's actually take these out, and I'll go over what the parts are. Alright, so here is our fan duct. Here is our tool head cover. All in PCCF. That is the fan holder. That is the fan cover. This is our new cable cover that replaces the current fan that is there. This is a replacement cable cover for the right-hand side. This is a little spacer that goes between things. I'll show you guys how that looks later. Again, if I look at instructions, I have to give away another spool filament. Yes, the Nighthawk SB toolheads are the newest ones. Nighthawk is the actual PCB. Just know that the LDO Nighthawk does not have the LDO Nighthawk tool headboard does not have 5-volt, so you cannot run the Kinomi off it. I upgraded to the NH36 from LDO, which does have 5-volt, but that was a more involved mod. The original MK4 LCD had a ground plug on the bottom and the newer screens in the upper corner. Older screens So get the printed LCD plate, and newer screens get the injection mold. Okay, well, I have this, so I'll just put the front piece on, because I'm pretty sure the front piece is compatible with the back. Okay, now let's look in here. Yeah, outside saying Mark 4S, no difference. The new fan, some reflective tape. If you already have a Mark 4 kit, that should already be installed. Our new Wi-Fi card, NFC chip, and an extra silicon sock. I already have one of those. And then a CHT nozzle, which I'm not going to be using because this is brass. And I don't really care about printing fast. Okay, we got all of our fasteners here. We'll go ahead and get started. So let's see, it is 9:09 right now. Let's see how quickly I can do a Mark 4S upgrade. Mind you, I did not learn how to do these quickly. I learned how to do them efficiently and quickly. Kenneth, welcome. How are you doing today, sir? So I learned how to just do these and do them well. I did not focus on trying to get these done quickly, so I'm not going to say that I'm going to be fast at this. In fact, I very much took my time when doing the Mark 4S upgrades at work. I didn't want to rush anything. I just wanted to get it done, but I wanted to get it done correctly. So far, I'm very happy to say that I think all the ones I did didn't have any major issues. Slow and smooth is smooth and fast. Yep. That was a nice new ESP32. All right. So let's see. Did they give me new square nuts? They better have. Yay, they did. All right, let's go ahead and get these installed. What's really funny is that at work, we have these. Like this exact tool. Like literally the same brand. So I keep thinking I brought them home. Well, Kenneth, I'm glad to hear that you get to watch my stream as you relax. Feels good. We're going to be doing a filament giveaway later, so definitely stay tuned for that. Ooh, did I drop one? Yes, I did. These things are like gold. We don't get a lot of them. So we got to be very careful with those. All right. 5 go in here. So, it's 1. These are a little loose, so we gotta be careful not to lose them. Okay, that is not going in very smoothly. So let me show you guys how I do this. Yeah, you guys can see fine. So when the square nut's not going in fully, I like to just take my pliers and push them in. And the pliers are just, these at least, are just slim enough to go in without causing any problems. I just realized mine are somewhat bent. Neat. Another thing I like to do is I like to the screw into them just to make sure they're in the right spot. But I'm going to be skipping that because I don't have to do that. Alright, so this piece gets 4. And I gotta say that the print quality of their PCCF, it looks way better than the PTG parts of old. I love them. Love it so much because... So, I appreciate that Prusa prints a lot of their parts. That is awesome that they do that. The PTG always looked way too shiny and made it look cheap, in my opinion. Like, here, we get a PTG part with the kit. But, like, it's so shiny. Like, look how reflective that is. That makes me think it's cheap. It's not cheap, though. This is good. This is PTG. PTG is good. But this matte finish just... I don't know. It is absolutely stupid. It is marketing. And it is our capitalistic society making you believe that things that have a matte finish are more valuable, even when in reality it doesn't mean anything. Swap them with the work ones. I'm not going to steal tools from work, even if I am just replacing it with a tool that already exists. Yeah, the matte looks good. Come on. These wires slipped out of the holder on the fan itself. So we're just gonna real quick channel this. I appreciate the design process of Prusa. So if you haven't noticed, and honestly, it's very easy to not notice this, especially if you are not super versed in printer building. You notice something about Prusas. They are designed so that you don't need any power tools to do the upgrades. The reason they do this is because while you could use tools, you're less likely to damage stuff if you don't. So the reason they use hex nuts and the reason they use square nuts. Did I just lose that? How many spares do I have? 1. Okay. Well, we cannot afford to lose anymore. I just lost one of these. It's on the floor somewhere. And I'm sure if I looked for it... Oh, I just found it. Did I actually pick it up? Nope. Embrace your inner monkey. Pick it up with your feet. I failed at being a monkey. But I got the scoop. That's why I went to glass fiber for my fiber-filled needs. Yeah. A lot of the next positron build we do is going to be glass fiber, and it's going to look really nice. Okay. So these require torques. I believe, if I recall correctly, it's 1.5 torques. Or TR8. Let's see if I'm right. On the money. Exactly what we need. Let's go ahead and put that back. Now, I don't have any good process for doing these upgrades. I've heard that glass fiber is more of a pain in the ass to print because it's more brittle. Yes! Okay, on the spool it is brittle as hell, even if you bake it. It is so brittle. I printed with Ambrosia glass fiber. It's good. My spool had a few kinks in it. So they had some clogs on the extrusion line that got into my spool. Thankfully, it was only on like the end of the spool, not like the end of the extrusion. So it was actually like on the surface of the spool. So it happened only 3 times at the beginning, and then it was fine after that. But yeah, it happened 3 times, and KB3D, who I ordered the filament from, told me that they would give me credit for the spool. I declined because I have another spool, and we're friends with KB3D. I don't need a new spool of that stuff, especially considering I maybe only lost like 20 to 30 grams of the fulfillment from the 3 breakages, so not that big of a deal in my opinion. Yeah. Okay, so that's done. Now, so that you can get an idea on how this goes together, this ends up holding it like that. So you can get an idea. Let's go ahead and put on this piece. This goes on, it kind of hinges in. So just kind of put it in there and slide it in, and then oh, we forgot to put the square nut in there. Oopsie doodles. I just opened a roll bamboo PETG and I got a while back, but I don't know what the fuck happened winding the spool, but it's gnarly. Ugh. I think what's worse about that is that we know Bamboo doesn't make the spool. So someone had to receive that spool and then repackage it. And had the opportunity to detect that. And didn't. So one thing I will say, every time I noticed even the smallest scuff or problem with any printed part on the Mark IV kit, I brought it up to Dave. Be like, hey, Dave, this has like a micro scratch that you can only see at this angle of viewing. How do you feel about that? And every time he saw that, he's like, replace it. Any defect in any of the parts, we'd replace. Because you're getting a brand new printer. You expect it to be good and brand new. Not scratched. Mind you, it is going to be very likely that some scratch occurs at some point that like nobody can see. But still, we try our best. Alright, this gets one little screw. This is also a Torx 8. That just goes in right here. Holds that fan in. It's not going in. Oh, there we go. Hold on. Yeah, that's not gripping the. So there we go. Got it. Hey, Dav, replace it, right? Yeah, that's a shame. That's a true shame for people to say, you know, chuck it in the bucket and not deal with support. That's a shame. No one should ever do that, and that's why I'm happy I'm in charge of. I'm gonna be in charge of printed solid support, because I'm gonna essentially say, hey, you did not handle this ticket appropriately. Hey, you led this person on for too long. I'm gonna be very firm in that. Like, I want anyone that orders from printed solid, I want to do right by the customer. Obviously, if someone continues to say, hey, you sent us the wrong spool. Hey, you sent us the wrong spool. Hey, you sent us the wrong spool. And they're ordering that specific spool, at some point you'll be like, dude, you're ordering the wrong colors. We're following instructions. This is on you. But, you know, mistakes can happen, and, you know, we'll be sure to honor. Now, mind you, that's not anything new. Printed solid, you know, if you say that there's a problem with the spool, printed solid is ready and quick to just replace the spool with no questions asked. That's fine. But I'm going to make sure that, you know, we continue to be awesome in that regard. Okay, so now we need to swap to, let's see, I believe this one? No, bigger. I forget that, there we go, yep. So let's take off the fan. We're also going to take the extruder off of the buddy board here. Okay, so this goes to the side. This gets removed. This is no longer needed. We could throw it away. I won't be throwing it away. I'll be using it for something else. Oh, man. And there's a problem with my spool. Every time I use it, it gets smaller and smaller. Any idea what it could be? My friend, I think that's called entropy. Alright, let's go ahead and remove the nozzle. Let's unplug it. One thing I found out, the easiest way to swap nozzles on the extruder nozzles is just remove the whole assembly. You can do it while it's on the tool head just fine, but honestly, it's easier to pop it out and just change it. Like, just get a tool, hold it, undo it, put it back in. That is so simple to undo. So I think that's how I'm going to do it from now on. But yeah, this is my silicon carbide nozzle. We're sticking with it. We're not changing that out. So we're leaving that. Okay. This on the side has to come undone. What I love about Prusa, they didn't have to upgrade this piece here. They did not have to upgrade this at all. But they wanted to use just a few pennies of filament to make this look like the rest of the toolhead, so they did. That gets thrown away. This gets held onto. That's an M3x10, my friend. All right, and then we unplug the extruder. We unplug these. So there's another part of this design that I adore. And I will show you guys what it is that I adore about the extruder design. Just a moment here. Let's go ahead and take off this fan. We have to take off the whole extruder assembly here to do this upgrade. So we're about to do that. Let's put it aside. All right, that fan stays on. This comes off. I cut it 3 times and it's still too short. Oh, I forgot one cable. All right, so let's... Good thing I don't actually need that screw. So these are too short to be used in the upgrade, but we'll hold on to them because majority of the Mark IV uses M3x10. So we'll hold on to it. But let's actually look over this real quick. So if you've never actually looked at a Mark IV extruder or an extruder, this thing is actually a genius piece of engineering. So what you have here is a thermistor on the actual old side. I love this. This is... Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry. This is awesome. This is so the printer can actually measure how cold or how hot the heatsink is to make sure you don't have heat creep. And this is what lets the printer say, hey, we got heat creep problems. I love this. This is great. This helps prevent clogs. Like, I can't complain about that. Additionally, on the inside of here, which we're going to go ahead and open this up real quick, since we are changing out the faceplate. And we're also changing this part out. So we're going to do both of those. Actually, there's a lot we have to do here. Most of the Mark 4S upgrade is actually all in here. Actually, this is it. This is really the only thing that differentiates our Mark 4 from Mark 4S. Aside from the NFC card, which we won't be installing. No, we have the NFC. We'll install it. So in here, it is designed to have a strain gauge, which is awesome. I love how this whole thing is designed. I don't have any grease, so I'm going to try and be as quick with this as I can. Within reason, because I want to show it off. And yeah, and this is good hardware, so I don't want to lose this. All right, that O-ring we can save. Oh, that grease is gnarly. That looks really gnarly, actually. But we're gonna leave it because it is not silicon-based. But we're gonna go ahead and take this off. Yeah, that's just gnarly looking. We'll clean this up a bit, just a little bit. I have some grease that will work. It's not Prusa grease, but it will work. Okay, so you can see here how it's designed. The heat sink is this black piece right here, and it wraps around. This is awesome. So wait, is this already PCCF? This looks like it already is. So they provide this, I think, because earlier Mark IVs didn't have a PCCF latch, but this looks like it's made of PCCF. This looks like the same material. So I'm gonna leave it on, because this literally looks like it's the same. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. So I'm leaving that. I'm not gonna change that. But yeah, right here you have your strain gauge. And that's what's able to detect when the whole thing taps down. Really cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and clean this up just a little bit. Yeah, that is gnarly looking. That's, I guess, what happens after an exterior collects so much gross stuff. Oh my god. Ugh. That's gnarly, man. It's gnarly. We're gonna put some super lube in here. Right, let's go ahead and put this back together. Alright, so yeah, since this is already using PCCF, we're not gonna be doing that. Let's go ahead and put this in. It's our new plate. Now, go ahead and slide this on. And we use this tool here to just kind of spin it into place. There we go. Just like that. Now, this has a specific lip that goes down, so this goes over. Just like that. Now, use this tool to kind of spin around in there. Now, we're going to add just a little bit of super lube. Just a tiny bit. We don't need a lot. That should be enough. Let's have a look. We'll add a little bit more. Just want a nice clean lubrication on there. Yeah, that's looking a lot better with that new lube. So much nicer already. And it's spinning smoother too, which is good. Let's just put just a little bit more there in the center hub. I love how I'm like, I'm just gonna put a drop in. I'm gonna put this shit all in there now. I love Super Lube. This stuff's great. Use it on all my builds now. There we go. All lubed up. And evenly distributed. So that goes off to the side. Bring this on. Now, I'm sad because I don't have the old Mark IV, which allows you to like rotate this. It's so easy for clickbait, man. It's like the easiest clickbait you can get. Oh. Am I missing a screw? Oh, I just undid everything there. Oh, why did I do that? I literally just... Oh, it's inside the... There we go. Back normal. Wash my hands, because I don't want to get any grease on here. Oh. Oh. Never mind. There we go. Now, we're going to be redoing our calibration later, which will require us to unscrew that, which is fine. There we go. So, extruder's upgraded. We've just upgraded the one piece. Normally, you would upgrade these to be PCCF, but they're already PCCF, so we're not actually touching those. So let's actually attach this assembly. So it starts with this going on the back side. So let's go ahead and... Actually, no, we don't need to... No, we do have to take these off. Let's go ahead and take these off. There we go. Now, where's the printed part? There's a small printed part that needs to go... Oh, here it is. Okay, so this goes up against here like that. Just like that. That goes on right here. Ooh. Ah! Alright. Get that back up. Slide it in. Put it down. There we go. It finds its spot. I don't entirely know why the spacer exists. All I know is that it also acts as a screw capture. So it's really nice. Okay. M3x12. Here we are. Ow. Did I just accidentally floss with this? Yeah, I did. That's gross. Alright, M3x12s. Yeah, so that little plastic spacer, also PCCF, just acts as a nice little screw holder, so like now these won't fall out. Alright, now this goes on to the tool head. You need to unplug the pot and fan. This next part. As far as I'm aware, the buddy board has not been changed for the Core 1. I believe it's the same. Okay. You do the center one first, just to get it on. Just like that. Okay. And we do the top right. Okay. Right. Okay. We're loosely on there. Now we gotta actually like tighten it down. There we go. Boom. Just like that. And we take this fan. It faces inward. It's that little hole there. And we put it back on using its same screws as before. That's part cooling fan. That's hot end fan right there. Look at me not reading the instructions. Go. Okay. Now using these, go ahead and we attach this. Goes through there. That just gets pushed up. On. Like that. Now we swap back to the Torx bit. See, this is going so smoothly. I'm tempted to start the MMU as well. We'll look at that box and have and look. Honestly, if we end a bit early, I wouldn't mind that all too much. I'll play more Sims. It is important to take breaks, and Sunday used to be my break day, but I haven't actually used it as a break day in a while. So I need to get back into doing that. There we go. Now that gets routed up. Like that. Go. Just like that. These get plugged back in. Okay. We use an M3x10 that we took out earlier. Swap back to our hex bit. Take this part. And that goes over. Ah. A little tricky from this angle. This might be one of the parts I replace with a different color. Because it's so easy to replace this with a different color. And it's a cosmetic piece. All right, all that's in. Grab our hot end. Hey, Lulu. Oh, come here, Lulu. Lulu. Oh. Oh, I went to like go to pet her and also pick her up, and she's like, nope. She knows what's up. When she knows when I'm in this chair and I'm talking to nobody, she knows that I'm streaming. And she knows, nope, don't trust him. Wait, is that bent? Is that bend this? No. I'm just tricking myself. Oh, pop that in. Lulu, you know it's not your puppy. You know it's just a toy. He continues to think that the little cat toy mouse that she has is one of her puppies. She's spayed. She cannot have puppies. But that's just what she does. That, or she thinks that Jojo, our other dog, is trying to steal it. Even though Jojo never comes down here. So. There we go. Toolhead is upgraded for the most part. Alright, let's get all the other stuff on. So this... Let's see, you go in with what? This, right? Yeah. There we go. So that just covers that. Then... Right. this just slides up over. There's a little clip on the back that this is meant to interact with. Just a little finicky. Oh. I don't. Yeah, that's in. Those cables can be better. Yeah, there we go. That's it. It took us 40 minutes. You could do it faster. I took my time. Ah, Subi. Let's... I'm going to swap to our chat view here. I'm going to try and upgrade the screen. Because I do want it to say MK4S on the front. We're going to try and do that real quick. What do I need to do? Alright, there's a screw there. Alright, hold on. Let's take this off and see what I need to do. Oh, hey, Benchy's done. Yeah. Again. Oh, cooling kind of failed a bit on this. Probably have to reslice it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, bow didn't do so good. That's fine. Still good Benchy. No complaints. Oh, it got warm in there. That's probably why the cooling wasn't work. I left this open when we were printing PLA. Let's rerun that with the doors open. Back to what I was doing. Or I got ADHD distracted. Okay, I should just be able to pull this off. Because I don't want to pull this cable through. There we go. Oh yeah, this is substantially different than what we received. Oh, oops. Yeah, so this doesn't have a back to it. Now, we got a back with this. Let's actually look at this real quick. Oh, we also got a new knob. Okay. So, let's see here. Yeah, these are the same. So, we'll do the full upgrade. So, I'm going to make an announcement now. I'm working on something. And this something is a pretty big something, and it does involve Prusas. I'll be announcing it soon, but I'm very excited to be working on it. It's going to be a bit before I fully announce it, but just keep an eye out. I'm just working on something cool. Okay, come on. Hey, Lulu. Lulu has rejoined us. So, everyone's been speculating why Prusa has decided to go with injection molded parts. You want to know my honest opinion? I think it's because this piece may have just been a bit too difficult to mass produce. With printing. There's really no, like, I don't know. This just is nicer. And why is this not coming out? Oh, there we go. I don't know. I do not know the answer as to why they swapped this out. Yeah, this is just a simply more complex part. It is more likely to have a fail. This part is relatively simple. This part is fine. This is not the part that we need to be worried about. But remember, this is made of PETG. Stuff doesn't like to stick to PETG. So silk screening PETG, not great. Additionally, just double checking the switch wire because it's making noise. Actually, look at this. Yeah, the new screen is just kind of better. Made of ABS. It's Prusa ABS too. It's gonna be easier to silk screen than this was. Obviously the front face is gonna look nicer because it's more consistent. It's not gonna be this textured PEI look. Yeah, this is far more professional looking. This looks cool. Like, if you're into 3D printing, you know what this looks like, but sometimes first layers don't go down correctly, and then on some of these other parts, if that's the case, you can probably get away with it. With this, you can't get away with it, because this is shown. The first layer is shown. So if you don't have a good first layer, you're SOL. With this, yeah, perfect every time. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this installed. So first, we're going to get our reflective strip. They give you 2 in case you fuck up the first time. This goes right here. There is a trick to getting this done correctly. The adhesive is fine. Most of the adhesive is not used, so you feel free to get your grubby hands on all of this. Put this into the corner so that it doesn't, go over. And then you just kind of pull it across, rubbing your finger along the edge here to make sure it's not protruding. And then you just slap it down. Just like that. And the important thing, this is what we look for in our quality assurance. We make sure that if you're looking at this straight on, so you're looking at it like that, you do not see the reflective tape. And you don't. And that's it. Easy. And it's actually really forgiving. You can take this off and redo it. So even if you fucked up, you can fix it. Now, this part goes on last. Is this pre-threaded? Nope. Cool. You have to put it on this part first. Now, here's the tricky bit. So, this uses our self-cap Torx friends. Small ones. So we have to pull out our Torx bit again. Where is it? T8, right? Hope I actually pulled out T8. I did. Okay. So this, obviously, look, clips into here. Okay. You have to put this on with one of these. Now this is just a little tricky to do. So you're going to want to finagle it. But put this in first. Just get that in there. Now, one problem that I'm having here, as I can tell, is that my clip is not bent far enough. so we gotta bend this. Oh, that's not the right way. That bent at the fulcrum point of the hole. That's not what we wanted. Okay, so I need 2 tools for this. There we go. Ah! Dropped it. Now that was likely because I bent it at some point in a way that it wasn't supposed to. At some point. So, yours is going to be fine if you ever get one of these. Go. Hey, Callie. Will you let me pick you up? No? Oh, Callie and Lulu are having a standoff. Callie, be nice. Callie. Okay. This is not the most fiddly bit of this whole process, but it's one of the more fiddly ones. There we go. That is the correct angle. Alright. So let's go ahead and get this on now. I say do that screw first. Because this is just a pain in the ass to do. Now, if you have a... you just get that started. If you have a... what's it called? Power tool? That's great! Good for you! Wish I had one. You want it to be on a very low torque setting. You don't want to be really screwing these in that hard. Like, these are meant to be finger tight, but this first part is just annoying. There we go. Finger tight. That's good. We'll loosen it just a bit later. Let me go ahead and get these in. Hey, Callie. Hello. Callie says hello, everybody. That is stripping. So we're not going to push that any further. Could just be my tool is not the same spec as this one. Okay. These don't have to be super tight. They just have to be tight enough to hold the case together. That's it. Oops. Oops. I promise you, when I actually built these as part of Print Solid, I did not drop things as often as I do on stream. I promise. I swear. You find out that I built your printer, please don't return it. And there we go. Nice and upgraded. Now, this does not go here. Normally it does. Normally it does go here, but because we have... Ooh, hold on. That raises a question. Hold up. This before had these going here. Hold it in place. Does that get swapped? Let's swap this back to its other bit. Where did I put that? Where did I put the other bit? Oh shit! Oh goodness. All right, let's see here. How do these... Okay, I need nuts. Shit. Okay. See, that's why I didn't really want to do this. Well, before we assume, let's actually look. I think that's... Oh, no. Okay, these still go directly in. Okay. These are spaced. Okay, I see how it is. These are spaced accordingly. The outside ones on here are for the XL because they go into peanuts. So we want to actually go back to our Torx here and use our longer screws. These longer screws are only used here. We don't use these longer screws anywhere else. Okay. Put this in. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did I break it? Oh yeah, I totally broke it. Oh shoot. Did it really just break that? Yeah, it did. Whoops. I put the cable in backwards. I only broke the plastic on the cable. I didn't break anything else, but I still broke it. Thankfully, the connectors are still in good shape. But, oops. Didn't mean to do that. Hey, physics, stop breaking stuff. No. Also, Nathan, I confirmed a good cheesesteak spot for when you come to visit Philly. Went there and confirmed it today. So next time you're in the area, we'll go get cheesesteaks from a good place. Oh, for this one, I wish I had a drill. This is just a pain in the butt. I wish injection molded could do some very basic plastic threads, but it can't because of the nature of injection molding. So I kind of wish they pre-tapped these at the factory. That would just make this process so much easier for people that don't have power tools. Oh, I threaded it into the wrong spot. Now the whole screen's crooked. Also, chat, we actually might be at Open Source this year. Might. I won't be. It's too expensive for me to go. But Positron may have a presence. So we're waiting on confirmation from Open Source. But if we get accepted, then yeah, we'll be there. It's just going to be Jason and probably Joe. So we're not going to have a huge presence like we did last time. Though we didn't really have a huge presence. We just had a lot of people because, hey, open source sounded cool. But yeah. So if you're planning on going to open source, we might be there. So if you want to get it signed by other members of the Posse team, we can. What? Works can be a lot like Philip said, where you have to actually make sure your screws head on, which is annoying. No, are you kidding me? No. Did you really just strip on me? No, that's not funny. That's not funny. No, no. I mean, luckily I won't notice it. I think my tool rounded. Let me see if the LDO tool has the right size. That is TR8. Alright, let's try the LDO tool instead. If they didn't strip the screw. Doesn't seem like it did. There we go. That would have started to strip the screw, but there we go. Now it's nice and tight in there. Okay. What else is there to do? I think that's it. I think we're done. No, no. RFID and Wi-Fi. Right. Okay. Let's do those. And then while we do this, let me get the link. I don't remember who won the last one. I think it was Osync. Alright. I'll just look at the last stream and get that info, but here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, please go to that link there to get yourself a chance to win some free Jesse filament from Installed. Yeah. Okay. We have to do my least favorite part now. One of them is fine to do. The other one is just really annoying. So the Wi-Fi module upgrade is easy. A very easy thing to do. My disliked part is the NFC card. NFC card is just fiddly. There's really no way around it not being fiddly because it uses a connector that is just really small and finicky, and I hate it. Personally, I hate it. But there really isn't like any other way for it. So okay, we gotta take these two pieces off. You can't see it because of the way I have things, but trust me, there's two things there. I wouldn't lie to you. Where did I put my screwdriver? Alright, let's... Is that torque actually... No, maybe it's not. I hope it's not rounded off, because that would really suck. Where did I put... Oh, this. Hey, Callie. Oh, we got some bits in here. Little filament poops. Alright, so this comes off. Along with this. Little bits. Alright, we don't need those screws, so just put them to the side. We need the M3x12s for this new assembly here. Yeah, so this is the old ESP32. Very simple Wi-Fi card. Very simple. Here's the new one. It beefy. It beefy, boy. I don't know what this is. I think this is for like a webcam that you can hook up. I don't know. Nathan, what is this for? This connector. There's two of them. I don't know what they're for. I don't really see where their traces go. Their traces go to this ESP board. So I don't... Accelerometer and GPIO. Oh, really? So it's external now. Okay. Cool. Alright. That's okay. I am too, Nathan. Yeah, no, yeah, that is the accelerometer, because the accelerometer used to be in here. Still is in there. MMU is up here. So, yeah, I can see that. That's nice. I like to see that is external now. I always was wondering what that was. Alright, now we grab our M3x12. Is this the by 12, or did I grab by 10? I grabbed a by 10. They're so similar to each other, it's so easy to mistake one for the other. So, okay. That's a by 10. Where's my other by 12? Is it right here? Yeah, okay. It is only 2 mil of a difference. Isn't this the enclosed Mark IV? Yes, it is. We're upgrading her. With the kit that I've had for like 4 months. I've just been so busy working on positrons and the switchwire that I haven't been able to actually upgrade this to Mark 4S. So we're finally doing that. Can't wait to tell Rudy, hey, I finally did that upgrade. I know it's a little late. Two mil is average. 2 mil is a huge difference. Ladies. That's it. That's the joke. Oh yeah. Last part of the upgrade. Now that everything else is done. My serial number, which I will not show on camera. Because that is a terrible mistake. Though I am sad it's bent. But I can't go and get a different one because all the parts are tied to this serial. I'm gonna keep my old serial. Just gonna move it to the side here. I'm not gonna iron my sticker. It sounds like a terrible idea. Oh, when it's on there, you can't tell. Yeah, that looks good. All right, there we go. So, when you do this upgrade, keep your old Mark IV material. At Prusa, we have a method, or at Princeout, we have a method to actually register the new Mark IV-S serial with the old Mark IV, but I don't think end users have that capability. So hold on to that. Okay. Now we need to do the NFC. So, here's the fun part. I did that mod. So these are now like not fully compatible. Let me move these cables a bit. Okay, that'll work. Okay. So how it works is pretty simple. This goes in here. Like that. You adhere it, and then you stick it on. Just like that. Simple. So we're going to go ahead and adhere this. So you take off that 3mm. Now, what always trips me up is I think the adhesive is on here. No, it's on here. It does not have to be center. It just has to be on there. There we go. Now, once you put this on, you can't take this off. That is on there. Alright? So, what you want to do, make sure you line this up real quick. So, when it's on here, it's going to be on here like this. You want to make sure that this coax connector is this way, oriented like this. So, we're going to go ahead and install it like that. There. Just like that. Okay? Simple. Now, I created a tool for this. So if you go on my printables, you'll have a tool for this. I don't have the screw needed to make this mod, which requires an M3 by 30. But yeah, so it's this little thing. Hello, Mama Nomad. Welcome. And good night as well. Alright, so that just goes on there and clicks into place. That's not the fiddly part. That's the easy part. That part just goes right in. This part is the fiddly part, getting it on this board. I hate doing this so much. Because, like, the cable is small. It's really difficult to get in the exact right spot. And then pressing it into place is just a pain in the butt. So, we go ahead and we get it into place. Now, if you are dexterous enough, you could just press it in with your finger. My hands are a little shaky, so that's difficult to do. Are you kidding me? That's one in, first try. Okay. Alright. That was a lot easier than I anticipated. Alright, then that whole thing just kind of slides on. And you use M3x10s to just install it. Trying to imitate you saying, "I." I would joke about calling CPS, but I don't think they exist anymore. Oh, that's not getting deep enough. I'm just sitting there spinning that because... Alright, does this work? Yes, okay. That actually threading? I don't know if this is threading or not. Yeah, that's starting. Okay. Must not make joke. All right, there we go. So I'm leaving the case off so that I can easily put the LCD cable back in. Let me remove some of these cut cables here. Now that those are no longer needed. As a Prusa employee, I do not condone doing a modification like this. I have to say that because modding your printer, if you don't know what you're doing, can damage your printer. However, as a Prusa employee, go crazy! If you want to, there's a little exclamation point right there. If you cut that, you can load custom firmware onto your printer. And if you load custom firmware onto your printer, we'll still honor the hardware warranty. And if you decide that you didn't enjoy the mod that you did or the custom firmware that you installed, you could just undo that and then get a new board, and then we'll honor the warranty on that board. Yeah. As a Prusa employee, I don't do something you don't know what you're doing with. As Nomad, launch it out of a cannon. Because a flying Prusa would be funny. Yeah, if the third party firmware breaks something, then it's not covered. But as long as it doesn't break anything, it's covered. Okay, there we go. We're done. There's nothing else to do with this upgrade. So we're gonna clean up. We're gonna put this back in. We're gonna do the firmware portion of things. And then, yeah, that'll be it. So let's go back to this view. Let's get this installed. All right, keep that angled so that I can plug this back in. There we go. And then plug in our ground cable. Go. Slides forward, and this is plugged into the back. All right, there we go. And that gets inserted into the top. And there we go. We have MK4S. Uh-oh. We have a problem. Okay, I have to print something. I can't close the enclosure doors now. I'm gonna leave it for now. I'll print whatever I have to print later. I'll print it out of the PTGCF so it looks like the PCCF. That's fun. That's fun. That's funny. That's really funny that I can't close the door. Yeah, I already threw them out, but I'm gonna print new ones, so that it matches. I've been printing keystone wall plates, blank surface mounts boxes most of the day. Oh boy, that sounds like fun. Yeah, I can't close this at all. Alright, I'm gonna have to figure something out for that. That's easy to do. Our benchy's almost done. So, I was talking about the PCCF earlier. This, or the PTGCF. This is from that PTGCF. Here, let me move to the top camera. Whoop. There we go. It is perfect. It is perfect. Like, literally perfect. I love this stuff. Sadly, I'm throwing all these out. Because I don't need them. I'm preparing for a 4-day freezing stint, possible loss of power for those 4 days. We should take a week to get fixed. If I lose power, I'm going to Pokeball Chris so he can come down here and fix it. Move the screen to the top or put a skirt on it and move the screen down. Yeah, I'm going to figure something out. The screen's already on the top 2 pins, so it's already moved down, so I have to figure something else out. I'm probably going to do something like a skirt. That's fine. Alright. So, hardware. Printer type, MK4S. Print head, nozzle diameter. Extruder stock. It is not high flow, it is hardened. And it has a silicon stock. Okay. Now we go to control. We go down to calibrate and tests, and we're going to do alignment calibration. Oh, why is it doing Z-axis? Quit. Gear calibration, that's what we want. Okay, so we unlatch this real quick. And then we are going to take our tool here. Angle grinder will fix this, right? Alright, we're going to go ahead and unscrew these by just rotating them a little bit. Okay, hit continue. Now it's going to rotate the gears to get the grease that we added kind of all mixed in there. So we're going to give that a minute. All right. Now we'll go ahead and screw everything back together. There we go. Close the latch. Hit continue. All right. We're going to do fan test real quick. Oh, yeah. There we go. We did it right. Okay, I gotta say, this is awesome. Flick of the finger, it pops open. Like, this is good. LTT does make good tools that feel nice in the hand. What I like about LTT tools is that, as someone that has carpal tunnel, their tools just feel good. Like, they don't... My carpal tunnel doesn't flare up when I'm using LTT tools. That's not me saying, you know, LTT is, like, amazing or anything. It's just they while the tools are expensive, they're good. I like them. Waiting on my box turtle to come in. Maybe by Friday. I'm waiting for my box turtle as well. Apparently I'm getting one. Hey, speaking of box turtle, let's open a box that doesn't have a turtle but has an MMU in it. I've been waiting to work on this for a long time now. And Prusa's been waiting for me to work on this for a while. But let's go ahead and open her up. Ah! Oh, this is heavier than I thought. Is that my... Okay, hold on. It does have my address on it, so I have to get rid of that first. Whoop. And there we go. My address is now hidden. I use my flashlight to blacken all the shipping labels. You know, that is a way to do it. But you're already blind, and I don't want to become blind. Yeah, you hear Marshmallow Man. What do you mean, one of us? Alright. Yay! These are mine. I'm putting these in the fridge right away. Do you get gummy bears with your box turtle? No. We should figure out a candy to include with positrons. What would we do? Maybe bottle pop? 3D printing handbook. Ooh, what stickers do I get in this? Ah, standard Prusa stickers. Okay. This is cool. I love this. Alright, this I'm gonna have to read the instructions for. I don't know how to put this together. Oh, but I see some PCCF in here. Oh, wait, this is... Huh. Yeah. What? Oh, this is different. Oh. Okay. There's new things in here. Okay, so we need that. I don't think we need the O-ring. I think that's just gone now. Okay, yeah, a lot of this we don't need. This, however, seems like we will. See ya, Ellisync. Yeah, this... I'm gonna have to see if I actually need this. I'll talk to Prusa. This is definitely different. This looks like it is in PCCF. So we may have to take apart the extruder again. Man. Multiplexers in here. Oh, no, these are just motors. Okay, so everything seems to be in here. We're not gonna dig in too much. This will be something we do. I want to hold off on this a little bit, though, because I want to build our... now that the switch wire is done, I want to build our rep box. So we have a rep box. And I want to build that first before we build this. Because I want to integrate the MMU into the rep box, and I feel like doing all that in one go is just going to be easier. Hey, Callie. Oh, sorry, I'm tired. Once this benchy finishes, we'll do our giveaway. Yeah, the bow looks way better on this one because we have the doors open. Fun fact, printing PLA with doors closed is not a great idea unless you have a Core 1, which can handle it on its own. Sounds like our music died. I am going to harvest this O-ring. Oh, no, our music's back. For the blue one. Wednesday, we'll start our next positron build. That will be a good build. Sorry. Really tired. I could probably repurpose this for a positron. Has tachometer on it. This would be a cool thing to add to a positron. Somewhere. I don't know where. But... oh, man. I chewed up this, this part at some point. That's fun. Alright, here we go. Let's have a look. Yeah, I still have to improve cooling a bit, but this one is with the doors closed. PLA. Yeah, you can see the bow didn't do so well. This one's with the doors open. So yeah, great first layer. Phenomenal benchy overall. Yeah, it's tuned in pretty nicely. I'm very happy with it. Yeah, the Switchwire is a great printer. I can't complain. I just have to figure out stuff with the bed, and then it'll be good to go. Well, that's an easy thing to do. Okay, we have a spool of filament to give away. So, let's go ahead and do that. Let's give away that spool of filament. Let me unpin the message. And let's go. They're no longer accepting responses. Save that. Okay, this is within the United States only, but let's go ahead and do this. Wheel of names. Oh, Control A. Control V. There we go. And then... oh, great. Okay. Add seed. Window capture. All right, here we go. Shuffle, 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 and spin. I don't shuffle too much because honestly, there's only 6 of you. Or something. No, 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 no. Yeah, yes, buttermilk biscuits. Buttermilk biscuits, are you here in chat? Are you here, buttermilk biscuits? Is that you, Vimger? Is that's supposed to be your YouTube display name. So I'm gonna have to ask you a question here. So let's see, buttermilk biscuits. You're gonna have to just confirm yourself for me real quick. Let's see. What? Why? Why does it say there's only 6 responses? Or 3 responses? There's 6 responses. Oh, individual. Here we go. Okay. Give me a second. I got 2 questions for you, and this will help me confirm who you are. All right. What is the first 2 letters of your email? Very simple. Just, yeah, what's your social security number and what's the first 2 letters of your email? Just need that to confirm. I'd rather do it here than forget. All right, yep. I believe you are who you say you are. But yeah, for future reference, please make sure to put in your YouTube display name. I do see that it says Twitch/YouTube. I'm going to remove the Twitch part. So yeah, we'll do that. Did you also get the you got the math question right? It's all right. So I will email you with whatever filament you want to get. Make sure to go to printandsolid.com or whatever our URL is. I forget. Make sure to go to Print and Solid. You are able to select one of any Jesse filament. That could be PLA or PETG or the Elixir. So pick one of any one of those colors, and I'll be able to get that to you. I will be reaching out probably tomorrow to handle that. So yeah, I'll be reaching out with all that information. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for sticking around for that. All right. Well, that's it for tonight, guys. We'll be back on Wednesday with another filament giveaway. Same thing as before, you know, just stick around and keep watching. We're going to be working on Positron on Wednesday. Yeah. That's it for tonight, guys. I hope you enjoyed the MK4S upgrade. That was fun. We got it done in 40 minutes, and then everything else took a long time. But that's gonna be cool. I'm gonna run off a cool print. I think we're gonna do the rocket engine in my Elixir, because I think that's just gonna look really awesome. Yeah. Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. I hope you all have a wonderful one. Make sure to hug yourselves more. Make sure to call your families and loved ones. And hey, volunteer for a cause you believe in. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Peace out. I don't know why I did this. Peace out, guys.